Hey everyone, my name is Andy King. I play drums in Purusa. Today we're going to talk about the songwriting process, and I'll focus on some of the drum parts. So most songs start with Chris coming in with just something like this. And it's just beautiful. And if you've ever had the pleasure of seeing Chris perform solo, you know that his voice is incredible, full of emotion, very heartfelt, excellent entertainer. And so I hear something like that intro, those few chords and his initial vocal idea, and I'm like, this doesn't need drums. This doesn't need electric lead guitar or bass. Chris is just an excellent entertainer by himself. And sometimes I'll vocalize that with the band, and they're like, no, it's, especially Chris would be like, no, it's got to be loud, like Alice in Chains or Soundgarden. And sure as shit, he's right. It does need to be loud, and it does need that full band. And I'm always glad that he pushes for that. But usually that's the songwriting process. Chris, 87 beats per minute, chord structure, great melody, and you hear the guitar right here. Usually when the first thing we do, Zach doesn't even learn the chords or the form. He just starts noodling, looking for a lead idea like that. And he lands on 1 or 2 or 10 or 50. And then 1 or 2 end up just being like the way to go. And we are slow songwriters. Like, to get to this point took months and months and months. And then this chorus, especially when we play it live, is just emotive and loud, powerful. The dynamics on this song are incredible. It starts as a whisper, it'll also end as a whisper when we get there. In between, nice, tremendous dynamic range. And then we push right there. And right here, listen to this guitar solo. I had this idea in the chorus. You hear the hits. There's a ton of space. Just hi-hat and snare, occasional kick and cymbal. The bass guitar lines up with it really nice. It creates tension. It creates a lot of tension. My iPhone is not a great speaker. Listen to it online, you'll get the idea. And then the end of every song is Zach and Chris usually doing some kind of battle. And you hear that here. The drum parts, you can hear some buzz rolls that I do throughout the song to kind of give it a lift, cueing into the Weightless. Some drum fills here at the end with guitar going on. And then we go just down to this whisper. And then just fade out. And kudos to Dave for engineering such a great track. Kudos to my great friends Chris, Dave, and Zach for just being fantastic musicians and great people to work with. I didn't think that song was single worthy at first, and I was wrong. Talk to you soon.